Welcome to the flip side. It is another segment of Media Buzz. I am your host, Rox Maxwell, and in today's episode, we have media philosopher Jesse James here to discuss Panopticon in the modern age of surveillance. Welcome.
Hello, very happy to be here. Hello to all listeners as well.
We are very excited to have you here and ready to jump into discussion on Panopticon in the modern age of surveillance. First of all, for our listeners who don't know, explain what the Panopticon is and how it was invented.
Well, the Panopticon was first introduced by Jeremy Bentham in the mid-19th century. It was designed actually for prisons, to monitor and to observe each prisoner in respective cells. There was no communication, no interaction among them.
Oh, okay.
However, watchmen or guards would observe prisoners without the prisoners knowing whether or not they were being observed.
Interesting. So then the Panopticon plays a role of visibility while power in the prison and over inmates is maintained for control.
Yes, indeed it does. It also became a psychological self-surveying tool for inmates as a result of the normal surveillance patterns.
Whoa, so tell me, what does that have to do with the modern age of surveillance?
A French philosopher that I studied in university, Michel Foucault, he sort of made the panopticon a thing again in one of his books, Discipline and Punish, published in 1975 thereabout. He made the panopticon interesting again. However, in a completely new way. He used panopticon as a metaphor for modern surveillance, meaning he assessed the process of power and how it is maintained.
So then a panopticon is not a physical building itself. It is a sort of framework for having political power sustained by those who exercise it.
Yes, that is the truth. And we as citizens are oblivious because we don't know we are being controlled by it.
Okay. Hold that thought. We'll be jumping into a short break. Be right back with you.
Today, right now, you have more power at your fingertips. Yes. It's possibility, it's adaptability, it's capability. But in the end, it's only a tool. What's a hammer without a person who swings it? It's not about what technology can do, it's about what you can do with it. You're the voice, and it's the microphone. When you're the artist, it's the paintbrush. We are living in the future we always dreamed of. We have mixed reality that changes how we see the world, and AI empowering us to change the world we see. You have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you. So here's the question. What will you do with it?
Welcome back to Media Buzz. If you are just joining us, our topic today is the Panopticon in modern surveillance, and Jesse James is in the building to explain to us. Jesse suggests the Panopticon in modern surveillance is used to maintain power, but amongst whom, may I ask?
Okay, so in Foucault's argument, power remains within the state, institutions, corporations, you name it. They are the ones who control surveillance in this modern age. Power functions resourcefully in the panopticon, and Foucault suggests that the panopticon restores and upholds order, which for these organizations and institutions maintain their power.
So could this mean that I am being observed without any knowledge? And how so?
Yes, definitely being observed. We have CCTV cameras, which are huge in playing a watchman role for the panopticon. For example, we have microscopic processors built into web screens to extract information, security cameras, algorithms, and a lot more that can be named.
So are we safe? Are we really being controlled without knowing?
Well, the basic theory of Foucault's approach is to maintain order and retain power, and by doing so, discipline becomes enforced for certain modes of behavior, and disciplinary knowledge is sustained for control. So yes and no. Yes, we are safe because threatening data may be recovered to stop some catastrophe, or we benefit from a booming economy. However, invasion of privacy deems us to be not safe, and to achieve order and sustain power, these have to be done by those who control it. As I mentioned before, to we humans, self-survey. So the panopticon to us becomes the frame of mind that has to be constantly kept in check, sorry. For instance, we have to ensure we do not break traffic lights.
Oh my gosh, then that means we have been unconsciously self policing ourselves all this time? Huh? That's amazing.
Yes, it is all a part of Foucault's theory. We start to look at our steps.
So, just to break track a bit, if we are self policing, now that means the guards would police the inmates, right?
You are correct. In fact, Foucault's gaze theory suggests a 360-degree visibility and to see everyone present at all times. Based on the cell-based monastic structure surrounding a central tower, stark light would then allow the eye to be seen on all subjects. Although the structure was never built, the concept has been used in all institutions.
Oh, so then the concept of the panopticon gaze changed fundamental techniques, and people would do as was required without the use of force?
Yes, exactly. I'm sure you are familiar with the Las Meninas painting done by Diego Velázquez.
Yes, I am.
See, Foucault uses that painting as a representation representing itself, a depiction of power. We look at the painting, but is it looking back at us? We then become subjects within the gaze. Just as with surveillance, we are seen, but we do not see. We are an object of information, never a subject in communication.
Well, folks, there you have it. Panopticon modern age of surveillance has become so sublet that we self-police and are controlled by it, likened to a present system. We are constantly being observed through surveillance as a political strategy for institutions to discipline and maintain power. Thank you, Jesse, for being with us today. Folks, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, we record our sessions so you can always call in to purchase an episode you missed. This is also a PSA for all media students who have final exams approaching. See you on the flip side.